Hey guys, so we recently went back to play some Division, and this is part of the Revisit series that I started. And it was actually Kuma's idea to go back to Division and get to see how the modes are because I've never actually played them, and I briefly went back to Division when the 1.8 patch first came out. So he thought it would be a good idea to check it out, maybe compare it to how our experience was in Division 2, what the Division 2 team can do moving forward, and what they can add. So, Kuma?
Well, one of the things that they really miss out from one would be the expansion, and I'm hoping that down the line they will bring it there, down like in the future like updates will be the survival mode and the underground mode, which is like the randomized maps with the enemies with those what do you call those things when you face in the survival mode? Those
Hunters?
yes,
Is it
hunters.
Hunters?
Mhm. And, like, the best part of it, like, you really enjoy the survival with the snow, with the
That
survival
was by far my
elements.
favorite mode out of all of them.
Mhm. And, it's like a battle royale kinda thing. Everyone drop in without anything, gather the weapon, gather the loot, and it's a PvEVP or PvPvE kinda experience.
Yeah, you could choose if you want to not compete with people, or I mean, you don't fight people, is what I mean. Or you
Mhm.
can just do straight up PvP.
And, just but PvE itself, it was hard enough for me because the enemies are really tough. And
Yeah,
the
because
elements that
you
you had to
start with
break through
nothing, and
is
yeah, the
tough as
elements
well.
are
Mhm.
killing you slowly.
And they finally make use of the clothing where in the regular base game it was just aesthetics, but in
Yeah,
this mode you had to use it to like stay warm from the cold.
I like that. It
Mhm.
actually mattered, and I was trying to constantly look for clothes that would like keep my like cold threshold so that I wouldn't slowly lose my body temperature, have it decrease.
And the virus element, no, not the virus, the infection element acts as, the timer. Instead of, in the other games that's battle royale where they
Slowly
closes you
close off
into
the
yeah.
circle.
Mhm. This one is just you had to, like, go around finding these limited amounts of,
Meds,
medicine
painkillers.
uh-huh, to slow down the timer, the infection.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I feel really bummed out that we beat it so quick in like the first night that we played it.
Yeah, it was my fault. I was really, uh, helping a little too much. I should have just let you do your own thing, honestly.
Yeah, I think
Ha
so.
to
Because
have
I
you
didn't really
struggle
play
and
it after
die.
that. Because I played on my own a little bit and it was a lot of
Mhm.
fun, but like since I knew what you were telling me about like giving me tips and everything, so I just got spoiled with that. And I just when I was playing, I was just playing a lot more efficiently than if I was just starting out and I had no idea how to like actually progress through the whole mode. It sucks, but can't be helped.
Mhm.
But it was still fun. I had a lot of fun with it. It was really tense. I really just wanted to get to the end. The hunter fights were great.
Yeah, Hunter's, like, is one of the best, and, like, with more people helping you out at the end, more Hunter will spawn
Hmm.
instead of one. And like and they're so smart and they're so like they play like a real player. They can heal these gadgets, the tech.
They, they well, I didn't see them actually flanking us. They just shot at us from a distance.
They can't really flank you. Flank is more like a group coordination tactic, in my opinion.
Yeah, I guess. But yeah, that mode was fun. The was it the underground mode, the procedurally generated randomized dungeons, quote unquote.
Hmm.
That was okay. I think it was my fault. Should have spent a little more time on it. but I thought it was still a cool idea.
Yeah, it was definitely cool. I wish they like increased the biomes, like the different maps. It looks like
Yeah, it was just all subways, like
mm,
stations or underground, there's train tracks, that kind of thing. Didn't
yeah, they
really
gotta change
vary
it up
too
a little bit
much.
more. Uh, with the amount of time we played for Underground, we didn't really encounter a hunter yet, so we weren't
No,
that lucky. And we didn't get a chance to really use a different like what do you call those things? The things you use to change up the feel of it. Uh,
modifiers.
yes, the modifier. We didn't really use any of the other stuff. You didn't really have a chance to experience that part.
No, we were pretty early on in it.
hmm another one you tried out was the endless horde mode, where you had like slowly open up the map, like of the shipyard.
Right, you buy with the currency that
Points.
you pick up, like
Yeah.
from enemies you defeat.
We never were able to beat it because we play at the hardest difficulty.
Did we play the hardest difficulty?
Yeah, I think so. Someone told me that you could like go to different weird tier to play it, so it would have been
Okay.
easier. Yeah, we should have done that. We went like at the highest one, where tier 6, I believe, and we
Yeah,
got
horde
destroyed.
modes are not my most favorite kind of game mode,
Nah.
so I didn't really stick to it. I don't know if you can consider like Left 4 Dead or I guess Gears had the horde mode, which I enjoyed a little bit, but I never really played that much. That wasn't a mode in Division 1 that I really was that interested in. It's
And
nice
then,
though.
but then you try out the raid.
Is the incursions?
Yeah, yeah. Incursion is the name for it. Uh, and it was just me and you. It was pretty fun. We had a good time. The first one we did was the dragon, I believe. Fire dragon.
Dragon Den, whatever it's called. That one was tough.
Really fun. Really cool.
We had to bump down the tier to
The,
tier 2.
yeah, the difficulty was just way too high.
It
But tier
was
two
still
was
pretty
it
kind of
was still
tough.
really hard. We had to like work really well together to like
Hmm.
bring down the fire truck.
But it was a cool. Was it the fire truck?
Yeah, what's the fire truck one?
Because it had the four heavily armed guys, and they were named after the four horsemen, pestilence, death, that kind of stuff. Which
hmm
was a cool fight. And there was a ton of ads, so I could see like if you tried to solo this, I don't know how you would.
Nah, I don't think you could solo this because it's a switch. Remember, like near the
Oh,
end.
that's right.
Yeah, at least another person to play with. I don't think you can
Mhm.
solo this yourself. But
Yeah,
that
I
was a
like
fun
the I
time.
like the boss fights. They
Yeah, that
were
was a
they
fun
were
time.
interesting.
And the second one we did together was the hostage one.
That one drove me crazy.
Still fun though. I'm not gonna lie. I had a good time. It was just too hard by ourselves.
It
We got
was
so
the
close.
it was like the concert hall where you had the
Yeah.
electrified floor, and it just they just killed the hostage so fast after a while. So
hmm
you definitely should probably get at least another person because we were just doing this
Team
with
of
two of
three.
us. Yeah,
hmm Yeah, that would have been better.
we
The
needed a little
DPS
more
would be higher.
damage because the boss himself was so tanky. Like it just took a long time for us to even get past his armor.
But overall, I find the experience really fun.
Yeah, the incursions were a good inclusion to the game. So, actually, what do you want from Division 1 that you want to carry over Division 2 or maybe improve upon?
Um, one of the things will be the types of raids, like the incursion, what you want to call it. They should
Right?
bring more of those over. And like what we experienced, it's not always just a DPS check. Like the fire dragon one wasn't a DPS check. It
Yeah, that
was
was a
definitely
very
tactics.
heavy mechanics fight. You have to
You had
know
to
what to
roll
do.
over here, hit the
Yeah.
button over there. I thought that was really fun. The hostage one was a DPS check. You just had to kill those things really quickly.
Yeah.
But it did with different rooms, with just different room with different things, so that was fun. Um, I really like survival mode. I don't know how they're gonna they could bring the idea over, but I don't know how they're gonna incorporate like I don't know, like the timer or decreasing the map. I'm not sure how they're gonna do that.
Or like the overall temperature of the atmosphere, because since we were in New York and it was in winter, it was
Uh huh.
freezing. So you had to think about that. But here in Division 2, it's just hot,
Summer.
but it's not gonna, I don't know. It's like maybe if you had an infection and then you have a fever, I don't know, you slowly get worse symptoms. I don't know. You could go the other way with that.
Or they could implement something like Battlefield, where there's a fire,
There's
right?
like a huge they call
Fire.
it Operation Firestorm. And there's
Yeah.
like a
So
huge, like, firestorm in the background that slowly comes, like, closes in the circle for the battle royale.
maybe you could do something like that.
Just have like a
Well,
huge forest fire.
but I like the survival mechanics, but they had to bring that into the second game,
Yeah,
using the clothes and the food. They have to do it like that. Uh, I mean, I appreciate the horde mode from the first game, so I would like to see something like that in the second game as
I wouldn't
well.
mind them including it just to have something else for people to do besides doing the end game raid. I think it's
hmm
still only one right now.
And some of the tech abilities from the first game, like
Oh
the the
right, you were doing a
the fire bill.
flame turret build, which
Yeah,
I
it,
couldn't
it
see anything past that, because the once you eventually got like all the set pieces, it just extended to pretty much the whole room and just shot flames. I couldn't even see anything past that, which it was
but it's
cool.
such a.
It was
I mean,
cool build.
it's such a nice build to have though, cause like, it just stunned everyone. Everyone stay in place, and it follows the enemies. Unlike the second game you had to pick a angle, and it just shoots from that certain angle. It doesn't move, it doesn't follow.
Yeah, it just shoots in a cone. That's it.
It just stays there, so that's fun. I also like the sticky bomb that shoots far. It's not in the second game, I believe. They need to bring that back. I think they should just bring all the old abilities back, like the shield. Remember the shield? Like there's a shield build, like armor set
Yeah.
that makes the shield build viable. The shield build in the second game is not viable,
No,
so they got
it's super weak.
they got to bring stuff like that back. Armor set. They don't have armor set in the second game. They have like armor.
Armor
Uh,
kits, armor repair kits.
mm, mm, no, I'm not talking about that. I mean like your gear, your armor that you wear. The gear. They have like name set bonuses, but those set bonuses is not really a build, per se.
No, I
So
think they called it brand sets.
yes, you're right. Brand set, that's what it's called. And no, what's another thing I like from the first game? The second game is really lacking. I think it's the story. Yeah, the
I
story.
think I feel like they spent more time giving backstories and like lore given to the factions more than Division 2, or at least at face value, because I
hmm
know in Division 2 there's a bunch of different faction videos
hmm
showing like what crimes they're doing or like how they think, which
hmm
it's pretty well hidden because you have to go into a menu and it's not like a two-click thing. It's like you have to go into different menus to get to it. So to give you context to like the different enemy factions, you have to like make some effort to actually find it. Because for some reason they buried it.
But I'll tell you one thing. Division 2, they did a really good job with the Black Tusk. That's
Yeah,
new faction allows you to replay the map again, not being that bored because you play with like different types of enemies. That's a good thing that Division 2 that beats the first game.
it's a good transition
hmm
thing to do. But I actually want to hear from both of us. What do we think comparing Division 1 and Division 2? Like, what do you think? I guess we talked about it, but is there anything else that really stood out to you that you really like Division 2, or are you playing Division 1 more? Either, like, which do you prefer playing more?
Which should I prefer playing more? Uh, I mean, the shooting is similar. It's not really that much of a
Similar.
difference. It's just the setting, the aesthetics. I like the snow. The
I like
snow
the snow too. I
looks
think
great.
this Division 1 setting is more interesting to me.
Yeah,
And
I like New York. I like the subway. Division Two. Was there a subway? I don't know. I don't really don't
there's
remember.
subways, I think. Yes, there is. There's subways.
Were we like down there much often? I don't remember
There was a
being.
mission we had to do in Division 2. It was a main story mission. And we went down.
Hmm.
I think we were fighting the like survivalist faction, the flamethrower guys.
Mm-hmm.
They use like
Oh, you're right.
crossbows
Okay.
and stuff like that,
Okay.
or bows. But yeah, we did go to the metro once in the story.
Okay. I don't know.
There was
I don't know.
also Division 2, something I appreciated. I noticed immediately once
What's
we
that?
went back to
Oh,
Division
you,
2.
you mean the physics in the
The
game? Like when
physics
you.
and the quality of life things they added to it, which is like really minor things, but you just notice it like once you jump from 1 to 2.
Okay, like when you like go into cover, the
Yeah, when
object
you
you
go
go
up
into
to
cover,
cover,
you bump
say there's
into it.
like a sign, like a kind of a flimsy metal sign, and you
Yep.
just run into it, or you just go from cover to cover. The cover like sways back and forth, like just so it shows like you just ran into it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you demonstrated that to me. That was pretty cool. That's something really small that I didn't really notice until you pointed out. And
Yeah,
like
it
the
doesn't make a difference at all, like from a
breaking
gameplay
down
perspective.
the object you picked up from the ground, just
Like
dismantling it.
dismantling it, yeah.
That those are nice. You want to
Instead
go
of
back
having
and
to go into your inventory and then marking it from junk or anything like that.
those are nice. I think another thing I think Division 2 is lacking from Division 1 is those main characters that build up the base. Like they're missing that main character development.
Yeah, they
I know
just
in
have it's just the mission, or you just build up a campus or little base outside or whatever. That's it.
Yeah, they didn't really go into the leaders personality and stuff. I feel like they're missing a lot of that.
Hmm.
I don't feel a connection. I don't think it's important. Like
I
they
didn't
should work
feel
on that.
the yeah, I didn't feel the connections to it. Yeah, it's I think they need to work on that, but since they just released, I think they just released episode 2,
Oh, did they?
so they just released a new specialization in Division 2. 2 more main story missions. Um I think it's okay to like drip feed this kind of content, but for me, I'm just going to wait until it's all out, just so I can play it with you all at
Hmm.
once, just so I could experience the story. So I'm not waiting like another few weeks or a few months in between each episode.
I see what you mean. You just want to go through it
I
at
just want
one
to go
go.
through it all, just so I know the story all in one go,
Hmm.
like the story after the base story,
Mm, got it. Got it. Well, in Division 2, you still got the raid to do, or maybe the second raid too. By the time we
which
play
yeah,
it.
they delayed it at this point. Oh,
Hmm. And then there's a outside the forest area, the three circles above the whole map. We got that place to try out as well.
right.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We also tried the Division 2 classified mission, which is those 4 or 5 extra mission that you get to play if you become a what do you call those? You bought that season pass.
Yeah,
It was pretty short. It was pretty short. I don't think
it
it was
took
worth
no less.
buying.
Took maybe 10 to 20 minutes. That's about
Yeah, it
it.
was pretty short. They should have more of those. But
Yeah,
I still appreciate having different kind of maps though. Anything that's different is cool. It's cool in my book, but I don't think it's worth the season pass to like play those.
no.
Mm. But overall, I felt like Division as a franchise should have just stick with Division One,
Division 1, just add this all.
and just expand it onto it. It doesn't have to become a brand new IP, Division Two. Like,
I still
just
think
keep
it's
it.
just a reset button.
And
Just
they
to
wasted
try to
all
clear
those
it up.
potential, like how we talk about before that. It should have been like, oh, you're able to travel to the city and play in this area, you know,
Hmm.
build upon the first game.
I think they should have. Just like with traditional MMOs, when they add expansions, they could have just done a big expansion like a DC expansion. They could add like city expansions. They add
Hmm.
new worlds and then you just travel to it or new areas. But
Yeah,
instead, they
because
make a brand new game and they charge you $60 for it.
and they're missing all this good stuff they had in the first game that they didn't put in the second game.
Right, and now they have to reintroduce it, which is
Hmm.
the biggest problem with Division 2 for me right now is it's lacking features or like different things to do. So we're just gonna wait until there's more to do.
Hmm. I just hope there's no fucking Division 3.
I
Just
think that would
expand,
be a mistake.
just expand Division 2 at this point.
Yeah.
Just keep, yeah.
So that's for my thoughts. Anything else you wanna brush up on with Division 1 or 2?
Well, overall, I enjoy both games. I had a good time. Just going back to Division 1, I had a blast, playing through each of the missions, trying out the raids again, the 2, 3 expansions. I still had a good time. So it's still worth playing at this time and age if a person have never experienced Division before. It's
Yeah,
worth
if
it.
you have a chance, there's a free Uplay Plus subscription, I think, for anyone that's never tried it. So you get access to all the DLC for Division 1. You
And
can
2.
experience everything. And 2, yeah. So you can see for yourself. You can try both of them, see what you think. But that's going to do it for our revisit. And we'll do some more of these in the future, guys. So let us know what games you want us to check out. That maybe, like, through updates that just got better. We'll try it. So, thank you, guys.